Hi, I'm Mike. This year, the group of pigs that are here on the ranch, well, their time is coming to an end. And last year, we struggled with getting them loaded onto the trailer and getting them off at the meat processor. Doing things smarter instead of harder is this year's motto as we try a new approach and hang out with the hogs. Today, on the project list, on our Wyoming Life. Welcome back to Our Wyoming Life, and please subscribe and continue with us as we explore the ranch life and escape the ordinary. I had somebody ask me a few weeks ago if we are escaping the ordinary ourselves, or is it just something we become routine to, and is the ordinary just our life now? My answer was that there's never an ordinary day around here. Things should always be changing, evolving, and getting better. We should always be looking for better ways to do things, and of course, learning from our mistakes. A few years ago, we decided to broaden our farmers market business by offering pork. The first year we had pigs, we actually started with 5. Then we went to 7, and now we're up to 10. Pork could probably even be a bigger part of our business, but right now we're pretty much maxed out number-wise until we have some time to build bigger and better pens and handling facilities. That's on the list, but right now we're dealing with what we have, and if you've ever dealt with pigs, you know how stubborn they can be. Piglets arrived here on the ranch back in August. Since then, they've been hanging out in their sheds along with protection from the wind, sun, and the nastiest winter weather. They were 10 pounds when they came here, and now, quite honestly, I don't know how much they weigh, but we will find out later when we get them on the scale. Before we get that far, we still have to figure out how we're going to get them on the trailer. Last year, we built a portable wooden loadout chute for the pigs. The chute part actually worked pretty good. The pig part of the equation didn't work at all. Erin and I spent hours loading 7 pigs onto the trailer. They were stubborn and they didn't want to go up the ramp at all. All of our pigs each year are pretty tame. We spend a lot of time with them, and I've never had one that acted aggressive towards me. And I'd like to think that they like me. I don't think that they don't want to go up the ramp because they don't trust me. I think they knew we wanted them to do it, and they refused to go along with our plan. The ramp was new. The pigs don't trust new things. So this year, we're going to take a little bit of a different approach and give the pigs a chance to get used to the trailer and the ramp a few days before it's time to go. After taking the pigs last year, the ramp was removed and put away. This year, we're going to use that same ramp and first things first, get it put into place. The ramp has been stored off in a corner for the last year, and of course, snow has drifted in around it. Getting it out might be a bit of a challenge. With the ramp recovered, then it's off to the pig shed, and we can put it in place. Last year, after loading the pigs, we not only removed the ramp, but we covered the hole with some wood, which we're going to have to remove. Pigs have access to this side of their pens, so we need to limit their movement for a little bit, so we cover up a hole in between the 2 sides and secure a 4x8 sheet of particle board in place. This will keep them from escaping while we get the ramp up. The wood we covered the hole with is now frozen into the ice around the building, but that's quickly dealt with, and then the ramp can be moved into position. With the pigs still on the other side, we can now go and get a trailer for them to get used to. This little box contains a tool that I like to bring out occasionally and use on my trailers. This is a Light Ranger. It contains a 12-volt battery. It can be used to simulate all the trailer lights and trailer brakes and allow you to perform all the testing functions without the use of a truck. Today, we're going to use it to test the lights on the trailer that we'll be hauling pigs with and backing up to the chute for the next few days. The process is very simple. You plug in the wiring harness, you turn it on, and then you select the function that you want to test. If there's a problem, you now know it's completely isolated to the trailer and not the wiring on the truck end. But today, all looks good, and the truck can come in and bring this trailer to its new parking spot. Backing the trailer up to the chute is a bit tricky. The chute is not attached, and once it's attached to the trailer, then we can adjust the fit. Something else that isn't attached anymore is the piece of particle board we used to keep the pigs out of the chute side of their pen. And now, here they are, already investigating the chute. But none brave enough to escape completely, thankfully, because I don't want to be out chasing a pig around today. With the pigs pushed back, we can lift the chute into place, locking it over the lip on the back of the trailer, and then wiggle it around a bit to get it in place where we want it. Before we move pigs into the trailer, or at least try to, let's weigh one. In order to weigh these guys, we're going to use a portable scale that's good up to about 600 pounds. Using our old gate as a base, we can bring in a cage that'll keep the pigs on the scale, leaving them alone with it for a little bit to let them get used to it. Then we can bring in the scale base and move a pig up onto it. Now we're aiming for about 250 pounds for the pigs to go to butcher at. In this group, some are bigger, some are a little smaller. An average size volunteer does step forward and into the box. And the final results are in. Almost perfect. With the weigh-in complete, it's on to the final round, and that's opening up the trailer for these guys to move into. In order to make it a bit more homey, we're going to move their water into the trailer, and then we're going to get some bread and try to coax them in just a little bit. Surprisingly, this group isn't shy. And it's not long before we have over half the group up and in the trailer. Now some do hang back, but it looks like we might have found a smarter way to do this. Work smarter, but not harder. With the pigs getting used to their trailer, it won't be long until we're going to be taking them over to Sturgis for their final ride. Then there we'll thank them for everything that they've done for the ranch and everything they're going to continue to do over the next coming months for not only us, but for hundreds of customers who are going to enjoy ham, bacon, and more. We'll even try to work smarter when it comes to getting them off the trailer, as we've gotten a few suggestions for how we can do that. But for now, they're going to get to live it up. The next project list will be their send-off, and I hope that you can subscribe and join us as the circle of life continues here on the ranch. New piglets will arrive soon, along with all the new personalities and, of course, new squeals that brings along with it. I hope you can join us on Thursday for another Ranch Talk live stream. This week with special guest Zach Johnson, the Minnesota millennial farmer, will be joining us right here. You can check him out on YouTube. He is also on Facebook and Instagram. And he'll be joining us Thursday at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. Ranch Talk Live right here on YouTube. That's it for us today. Pigs are pretty much ready to go, and everything went pretty smoothly. I'd like to remind you to head on over to ourwylife.com and check out our website. You can get signed up for the herd report, but you can also check out the Owl store, where we have brand new apparel available with the new logo, and it's some pretty cool stuff. I'll see you on Thursday, but until then, have a great week, and thanks for joining us in our Wyoming Life.